hoping the vamps would leave their base at Romatech Industries understaffed and vulnerable. Either way, the vamps knew they had no choice but to divide and protect both Phineas and Romatech. Robbie had asked to go with the group to Central Park, figuring it afforded him the best chance at killing a malcontent. One wouldn't be enough, but it was a good start. He made it to the bottom of the stairs and stationed himself to the left of the entrance. "Yo, Stan!" Phineas called to the Russian. "You paying rent for that tunnel or what?" He drew his sword and affected a gangster voice. "Come out and say hello to my little friend." The Russian vampire, dressed in black cargo pants and a black sweatshirt jacket, eased slowly from the tunnel. The hood was pulled over his head, casting his face in shadow, although the icy blue of his eyes glittered as his gaze darted nervously about. He flinched when Zoltan whipped his sword out, the blade gleaming in the moonlight mere inches from the Russian's shoulder. Robbie followed suit, reaching overhead to draw the claymore from the sheath on his back. When his grip faltered, he grasped the hilt with both hands to keep from dropping the weapon and making a dent in his thick skull. Bugger. He should have brought a lighter weight sword. He lowered the sword and rested the tip on the ground. The Russian lifted his hands in surrender. "I did not come to fight. I have no weapon." "And he's alone." Emma emerged from the tunnel and sprinted up the stairs to stop on the landing next to Phineas. "The tunnel's clear." Angus exited the tunnel, returning his claymore to the sheath on his back. He patted the Russian down from behind, then moved in front of him to pat him down again. He jerked the hood off the Russian's head, then stepped back to glower at him. "Stanislav Serpukhov, what are ye up to?" Robbie stiffened at the sight of the Russian's spiky white blonde hair. He'd seen that hair before. His newly healed fingers flexed jerkily around the hilt of his sword. "You were there, in the cave." Stanislav whirled around toward him and his eyes widened. "You!" He moved back, stumbling onto the first stair step. "You're alive?" Memories shot through Robbie's mind, images of the torturers with their twisted, gleeful faces, the stench of his burning flesh, the snap of his breaking bones. "You bloody bastard. You were there." He used both hands to raise his sword. "Robbie, stop!" Angus ordered. "He was there!" Robbie lurched toward the Russian, who scurried up the steps to the landing. "I said stop!" Angus planted one hand against Robbie's chest and his other hand on Robbie's arm, forcing the sword down. Robbie glared at his great-great-grandfather, who only looked a few years older than himself. "I require revenge. You cannot stop me." Angus glared back. "I expect you to follow orders." Robbie pulled away from Angus's grip and focused on the Russian. "I know who you are now, and where to find you." "I do not want trouble." Stanislav sidled closer to Phineas. The young black vamp gave him an incredulous look. "What the hell are you doing, man? You think I'll protect you? You've been trying to kill me." "I did not want to," Stan grumbled. "Jedrick said I must kill you, or he will kill me. But he is dead now. Everyone who heard the order is dead. So I do not feel that I must kill you now." Phineas scoffed. "That's real sporting of you." Stan glanced warily at Robbie. "I did not like what Casimir did to you." "But you stood there and watched," Robbie growled. "You helped tie me to the chair with silver chains. Did you enjoy the smell of my burning flesh?" Stan's jaw shifted. "Niet. But I tell you this. If they catch me here, talking to the enemy, they will do things to me that make your torture look like walk in the park. Instead of 30 pieces of silver, they will take 30 pieces of flesh from me, and the first piece will be my tongue. Then let me kill you now and save you the misery." Robbie lunged toward the stairs, but ran into Angus's outstretched arm. "Enough, lad."